just yours. So.
Well, there's a reason because the rest of you is such a feminine body,
Thank you.
and then you get
The secret specialness, as we call it in the business.
the special song. Is that doing you well? Is that are you ever gonna get rid of that?
No, I'm not one of those slice and dice kind of girls.
Really?
Nope.
No. That's and so I asked somebody else. I asked who did I have? Venus Lux. I asked this one.
Ooh, Venus, she's great.
Oh, she was great. She was wonderful on the show. What if yours is bigger than the guy you're with? What happens then?
Score.
Really?
That
You-
sounds like a win for everyone.
Yeah.
Really? You
Yeah.
get to brag about it, and you get to really shame the guy, and
If that's what they want.
oh, okay, is that what they want?
A lot of the customers do.
Yes. Hannah's a little confused here. So
No, I understand.
okay, good. I'm glad. So so it was funny because we were at a show a couple weeks ago, and I sent her the flyer that you were coming on the show. She's like, "Oh, I think I saw it at the show," but it wasn't you. It was somebody else.
There's another blonde. I'm like, that's blondes.
We all look alike.
Tall, beautiful blonde. Yeah.
Now, do you get that? Do you get mistaken for other people?
Once in a while, yeah.
Yeah.
Some people say, I don't see it, they say Felicity Huffman. I get that once in a
I
while.
can see that a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one I get frequently.
Oh wow. Okay. I haven't heard that name in years.
That one and the other one is, her name's escaped me, Carrie from Sex and the City.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh
I can
yeah.
see
No,
that.
I can see
And you
that.
have the style.
That's the Sarah Jessica Parker.
Sarah Jessica Parker, yeah.
And, by the way, I just Sarah Jessica Parker is my gay test.
Oh.
If you're not sure if a man is gay, ask him if he thinks Sarah Jessica Parker's hot. If he says yes, he's gay, or he's into T-girls at least. I developed this with a gay guy and let me explain why. Because she has the clothes, she has the makeup, she has the shoes, everything heterosexual guys could care less about. But I find you attractive.
Oh, thank you.
But I don't know. For some reason, she doesn't come across as attractive to most heterosexual men that I know.
Now, was that before or after she allegedly had her nose job?
Has she had a nose job?
Yeah. Well, it looks like it doesn't matter to you then.
Well, I'm not into that, but I'm not into Sarah Jessica Parker. I'm completely. I am sadly completely heterosexual.
Have you tried to change that?
No. It's interesting you say that. I mentioned this on the air too because our mutual friend who you brought on the show, the dominatrix.
I do remember that.
She's transitioning.
Yes.
She's transitioning from female to male.
Yeah, he's transitioned and.
I'm saying she. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
It gets so confusing. I don't know what to say. Is it they? Is it what? I mean, I don't know what to say.
I use they for everyone. That's my.
Because I don't want a Roseanne thing happening here. I don't want to say the wrong thing. I want to make sure everything's cool.
It'd be good publicity.
Please, I tweeted her to come on tonight this week, and she said no, or she didn't even respond.
I mean,
She
the
was
viewers
asleep.
should know we're very loving and open people. You know,
Yes, we
we
are.
love everyone and we love
Right,
them all.
right. But I don't want to offend the community that's been so good to us. But
No.
so anyway, so he is transitioning. She was transitioning from female to male, and I commented on one of her Facebook posts that, and I've said it on the show. I always identify with females. Most of my friends are female. I'm not one of these macho guys that hangs out with the dudes. I like to hang out with women. And she's like, well, why don't you transition? I'm like, I don't feel like a woman. I don't feel like wearing a dress. I don't feel like chopping off my penis. I feel like a man that hangs out with women. I'm a sensitive man that hangs out with women.
I know a lot of those.
Yeah. I also said that I would make an ugly woman, and then people got really offended that I would say that.
Everyone start defending you to yourself.
No, nobody defended me. Everybody's like, how dare you say that? I'm like, no, I'm not saying you. Me, I would be awful. I'd be good. Can you see me in a dress? Come on.
No.
No, it's exactly.
Oh, you don't want to,
I was
judge.
making a joke, obviously,
Right.
but yeah.
Everyone took it the step further.
Yeah,
It's
they-
like, well,
they-
but you don't have to look a certain way
Yes.
to be
I was.
who you feel.
That's
like.
exactly what they said. So
Yep.
I was very. That was my Roseanne Samantha Bee moment right there, and it just didn't.
That was
work.
not a Roseanne moment. You can't even.
Well,
touch that.
to the 100 people that follow Anastasia and I on social media, or formerly Anastasia, I don't know what she's. Alex. Al.
Hal.
Hal. Oh, I'm sorry. Hal and I now. We gotta have Hal on the show. This is gonna. This is. I've got so many questions, but what have you been doing for the last 3 years?
I write porn.
No, you did that before though, didn't you?
No, I was before I was doing a bunch of modeling and professional dom stuff. I may have just maybe the last time I was on your show, I had just started writing porn.
Yes.
Now I write a lot of porn.
Yeah.
And I write for a handful of different companies, and I also do adult blogging, things like that. Anytime that sex needs written about, that's what I'm doing.
All right. So why did you transition from being a model performer to writing about it?
It did start to get a little emotionally taxing for me as a professional dominatrix. I still love the lifestyle. I love going to play, but it got a little emotionally taxing. And we were actually talking just before the show about Facebook and social media and how difficult that can be to navigate as a sex worker. And as a sex worker, I got real named, as I referred to it.
Right.
On Facebook, where
Right.
they demanded that I link my legal name to my professional account.
Yes.
And that was the kind of the beginning of the end of me being a professional in that manner. I didn't want to navigate that anymore.
Yeah.
I lost a massive following when that happened, and it wasn't really worth regaining for me because I didn't want to do adult movies in front of the camera, which is kind of the next step. When you're doing like
Right.
pro doming and stuff like that, I didn't want to make movies, so I started creating them instead.
Right. Was there ever thought maybe I should go into movies and?
Oh, all the time. I'm like, man, I could have been in porn. I should have done that. I'm like, especially with the knowledge I have now of how I could have accomplished it.
Right. Because as we know from the actresses we have on the air. They have superhuman libidos and just think about sex all the time.
Yeah.
I mean I'm horny even like more than me, like 20 times more than me. Allison fits in that category.
So with your stories, are some of them like you get them from your real life, or do they just come to you?
Well, it really depends on what people are asking for. I definitely pull elements of things from my real life because one of my goals as someone who writes porn, as a woman who writes porn especially, is to add a little bit more humanity and relatability to it. And so, intimacy, I definitely occasionally will pull inspiration because you want to create that moment between your characters.
Yeah. That's what I love about erotica, especially when it comes from women. It's a story in it. It's like a sexy story.
But how in 2018 do you make a living at that? Because everything's a scene. The DVD stores are closed. Everything's a scene.
It's difficult.
And I appreciate a story when I'm watching porn, but I sometimes if I finish quickly, I don't see the end of the story and.
Right, and a lot of the problem is really not that people don't want story at this point. It's getting them to pay for it. And porn in the digital era has shifted a lot more toward independent producers than
like Kacy
big box
TGirl?
companies like I work for. Because I work for one of the main companies I've written for is Adam and Eve, who is a massive sex toy distributor.
Former sponsor. Hopefully once again, I'll work on it.
Hint, hint, you guys.
Make that happen.
Yes, I'll try to get a coupon code anyway. So.
So I work. I've written a lot for Adam and Eve, and basically the entire reason I get paid to do what I do is because they use our DVDs as giveaways.
Yes.
So that's how you get paid to write porn right now, or you produce your own.
Right.
Which.
It's not the glory days.
It's definitely not the glory days, but
Burt Reynolds was filming them on film, and
It's funny because I'll sometimes hear from fans, I love your videos. And then I pretty much know everyone I sell to because I research everything about it. And for a while there, I was like, where are they seeing me? And then I realized they were seeing the stuff I was putting on Twitter. I just put out a 30-second trailer or something, and that was good enough for them.
Well, trust me, as a man, it is usually good enough for us.
Yes, for most men it is.
Yeah.
And so I realized that that's where they were getting their porn of me. So they were fine, and I.
Not on YouPorn or Pornhub or.
Well, they get it there too.
Right.
But most of my stuff